Welcome, nature enthusiasts and Earth guardians. Today, we embark on a virtual odyssey with wildlife spotting across continents, a live streaming session dedicated to unraveling the splendor and significance of our planet's biodiversity. As we traverse from the dense Amazonian rainforests to the sweeping savannas of Africa, each site of wildlife will be a testament to the richness that thrives within our world's ecosystems. But this journey is not just about witnessing the marvels of nature. It's also about understanding the crucial role biodiversity plays in maintaining the balance on which all life depends. Together, we'll delve into why every species matters and how the intricate web of life sustains us all. Moreover, this session is a call to action. We'll explore practical, impactful ways that each of us can contribute to protecting this beautiful, vibrant Earth that we call home. Get ready to be inspired, to learn, and to make a difference. Let's not just gaze upon the beauty of the wild, let's join forces to preserve it. The adventure begins now. Hey, young explorers! Imagine a world filled with the most incredible animals, way cooler than what you see in cartoons or at the zoo. We've got a planet that's home to awesome creatures and places where you can go on an adventure to see them in real life. From the wide, grassy lands in Africa to the thick, mysterious swamps in India, and the deep, green jungles in South America or Asia, there are so many epic spots to check out animals in the wild. Picking the 25 coolest places to see wildlife wasn't easy. It's like trying to choose the best ice cream flavor when they're all super yummy. But I had a plan. I thought about how many different animals you can see. All the unique types of animals there. Animals that are super rare and you can't find anywhere else. Places where you can easily spot these animals. What makes a wildlife spot the best isn't just about how many animals are there. Sure, that's a big deal, but what's also exciting is how different and special the animals are. Imagine being in the only place in the world where you can see a certain wild animal. That's like finding a hidden treasure in an adventure game. Also, when you go to these places, you'd really want to see the animals, right? Since traveling to these awesome spots takes a lot of time and saving up your allowance, it's great when you actually get to see the animals you're looking for. Nothing's for sure, wildlife can be shy, just like when you play hide and seek. But in these top 25 spots, you've got a good chance to see some truly amazing animals. So, get ready, set your imaginations wild, and let's dive into the list of the best wildlife places in the world. Number 2, Everglades National Park, USA. Imagine a place in America where the land is so unique. It's like a huge, natural water park with a bunch of cool animals living in it. That's the Everglades National Park in the sunny state of Florida. It's not just a swamp, it's a playground for some of the neatest creatures you could ever hope to see. In this park, you can find tough guys like the North American crocodiles and alligators. They're the famous stars of the Everglades. But that's not all. Sneaky Florida panthers, fluffy American black bears, and shy lynx also hang out in the forests near the water. And if you take a boat off the coast, you might even spot manatees, which are like big, friendly sea teddy bears. Wildlife you might see: American alligator, American crocodile, American black bear, lynx, manatee, American white ibis, and North American river otter. Ujung Kulon National Park, Indonesia. Picture this, a big, beautiful park in Indonesia, not too far from the busy city of Jakarta. Ujung Kulon National Park is like a giant outdoor classroom filled with some of the rarest animals on Earth. This park spreads out over a whole peninsula and even includes some islands and mountains. It's a real-life adventure land. The park is a safe home for the super rare Javan rhinos. There aren't many of them left in the world, so they're really special. But wait, there's more. You can also find cool animals like Javan leopards, which are like the ninjas of the cat world, the Sumatran dholes that look like dogs but are wild, silvery gibbons that swing from trees, deer called Javan rusa, and a bunch of different monkey families. When's the best time for an animal treasure hunt? If you want to go on a treasure hunt for wildlife, the best time to visit Ujung Kulon National Park is when it's dry and sunny, from April to October. The ground is perfect for walking, and the sea is super calm, making it awesome for spotting animals near the beach. It's easier to adventure through the park without the rain, and you'll have the best chance to see these cool creatures in their natural home. When to go on this awesome adventure? The perfect time to explore the Everglades is during the dry season from December to April. The weather is just right, not too hot, not too cold, kind of like Goldilocks' favorite porridge, with sunny days in the 70s and cool nights in the 50s. If you visit from June to October, it's like being in a shower all the time because it rains a lot, and in the summer, it gets super duper hot. So pack your adventure gear for the dry season, and you're set for an amazing wildlife quest. Next national park is very exciting. It's Lone Pine Sanctuary, Australia. Australia is a place with animals you won't find anywhere else, just like the island of Madagascar. And if you're in Australia wanting to meet these unique animals, you should totally check out the Lone Pine Sanctuary. It's right in the suburbs of Brisbane, which is on the eastern side of Australia. This isn't just any animal place, it's the oldest and biggest hangout for koalas in Australia. Besides the super cute koalas, you can also meet bouncy kangaroos, chubby wombats, clever dingoes, the odd-looking platypus, mysterious Tasmanian devils, and even the southern cassowary bird, which you have to watch out for because it's pretty dangerous. When to pack your bags for animal fun? You can see animals at Lone Pine Sanctuary any time of the year, but the best time to visit Brisbane is during autumn, which is from March to May down there in the southern hemisphere. The weather is just perfect, with warm days in the 80s and hardly any rain. A lot of people like to go during the winter from June to August or in the spring from September to November, but it gets really busy and it's hard to find a place to stay. Summer, from December to early March, is not the best because it's the wet season. It rains a ton, and it's super hot and sticky. So for the best adventure, autumn is your go-to time. Wildlife you might see: common wombat, dingo, echidna, emu, kangaroo, koala, platypus, southern cassowary, Tasmanian devil. The next national park is incredible. You will see lots of wild animal. Jim Corbett National Park, India. Imagine a place in northern India where you can spot the majestic Bengal tiger in the wild. That's the Jim Corbett National Park for you. It's not just tigers that make this place special. It's filled with Indian elephants that wave their big ears at you, Asiatic black bears that might give you a curious look, sleek Indian leopards, and a bunch of other cool animals. The park is split into 5 zones, and each one is like a different chapter of an adventure book with its own set of animals. When to go on a wild ride? If you want to meet lots of birds and maybe catch a tiger prowling about, plan your trip for the winter months from October to February. This is when the park is like a big party for birds, and tigers love to come out and play. The weather is super nice, not too hot or too cold, so animals love to bask in the sun and look for snacks. It's the perfect time for you to grab your binoculars and explore. Wildlife you might see: Bengal tiger, cheetal, grey langur, Indian dhole, golden jackal, Indian leopard, somber deer, sloth bear, Indian elephant, Asiatic black bear. The following national park is also very unique. Okavango Delta, Botswana. The Okavango Delta in Botswana is a jewel of Africa, and it's no wonder it's on the top list of wildlife destinations in the world. Picture this: a labyrinth of lagoons, channels, and islands creating a sanctuary for wildlife. While it shares the spotlight with Moremi Game Reserve, the Delta stands out with its collection of reserves that boast both rich animal sightings and mesmerizing vistas. Imagine gliding through the waterways on a Makoro, traditional dugout canoe, or trekking on foot in a walking safari, complementing the thrilling game drives. Here, the Big Five minus the rhinos await, with the chance of getting up close thanks to the permitted off-road driving. Keep in mind, though, that this premium experience often comes with a premium price tag, and the wildlife spectacle is concentrated around water-based camps. When to roam the Delta? The prime time for wildlife fans to drop by is from July to October, when the Delta is bustling with animal activity. The wet season, from January to March, can mean floods and inaccessible areas, but it's also when baby animals are born, drawing in the predators for some action-packed encounters. If it's the Makoro excursions you're after, the high water levels in the dry season make it perfect. Some lodges might take a break from January to March, so it's wise to plan your visit outside these quieter months for the full Delta experience. Wildlife you might see: African elephant, African lion, hippopotamus, African leopard, wild dogs, zebra, wildebeest, spotted hyena, giraffe, African buffalo.